Hi there, and welcome to another Tea Time with Jane. I am definitely making the most of the sunny weather and getting outside at any and every opportunity. I am somebody that really likes the sun. I love feeling the warmth of the sun on my body. I love the brightness, I love the colours. I alluded to, well, if you listen to my very first Tea Time with Jane a few weeks ago, I alluded to the fact that I had some issues myself with mental health. I was on quite high dose antidepressants for a while, and actually it was when we were in New Zealand that I started to come off those antidepressants. Alex and I were on honeymoon, and I was just beginning to wean off a wee bit, and the most amazing thing happened during that time. We were actually in Hanmer Springs, and I can vividly remember it. So it's 14 years ago now. And we were just walking around. They had a little market out on the grass area, and we were walking around, and suddenly it was like I could see in technicolor detail again that I'd been walking around for 18 months, 2 years and just seeing things in black and white. I guess the antidepressants were doing what they needed to do. They were just helping me with my mood, with my mental well-being, but there was just a dullness around me, and all of a sudden I could see colour and I could see light, and perhaps that's the reason why I'm a bit of a sun baby, and I love to look outside when it's sunny. I love to see the colours, love to feel the heat of the sun on my body. Anyway, that's by the by. So I'm enjoying the sun while I have a chat with you, and I said last week when we spoke that I was going to talk a little bit about self-care today. So those of you that have been feeling a bit stressed, can feel around all the time that you're anxious, that you've got those racing hearts going, you find it hard to concentrate, you can't set goals for yourself, you can't even think about tomorrow because there's too much anxiety, then what can you do about that? How can you look after yourself? We don't all need medical intervention. Sometimes we do, and I would say to you that if you have a prolonged period of time where you're feeling like that, then please do seek some kind of help. But there are things that we can do for ourselves. Another thing that I really loved doing was just wallowing in a bath, filling up a bath with lovely bubbles, lighting some candles, getting a good book, playing some music, just having some space, but having a bit of luxury around it, putting something really nice and smelly in the bath. That's an easy self-care for you. Get a trashy magazine, ladies. Who doesn't love a trashy magazine? To just let your mind go somewhere else for 20 minutes. Reading on its own doesn't have to be a trashy magazine. You could actually read something halfway intelligent, but if you've not got the mind to relax and concentrate, that's not always ideal. But just get something to read. Give yourself 20 minutes, half an hour where your mind can go elsewhere other than on the things that you're worrying about. Are you an active relaxer? Some people are active relaxers. Pulling some weeds out of the garden, going for a walk. Sometimes it's hard to motivate ourselves when we are feeling a bit down, just over anxious, stressed, but setting yourself in the morning, getting up and saying, okay, well, I am going to go out and I am going to walk for half an hour. If you've got a dog, that's a perfect time to take your dog for a walk. But if you don't have a dog, borrow a dog, find a friend who's got a dog, or just go out on your own. Put your earphones in, listen to some music, listen to podcasts, listen to the radio, or just be in silence. Count your steps, just pace it out. Get outside, go for a walk. Catching up with friends, another good self-care tool. Make some time for yourselves, particularly, no, I'm not going to say that it's just mums, because I believe it's dads, it's men, it's women, it's not even just parents. This is not just about parents. Sometimes we feel guilty about making time for ourselves. You know what? We all deserve time for ourselves, and we should do that and not feel embarrassed about it, or ashamed or guilty. Last thing, touched on it last week, is just having that courage to be a little bit vulnerable with somebody around you, letting them know things aren't great, I'm not feeling brilliant, could you just check in with me every couple of days, see how I'm doing, say hi, call me up when you're going for a walk. I might not feel like it, might not be motivated to do it myself, but I'll come join you if you turn up on my doorstep. I've been known to do that. I've been known to turn up on people's doorsteps and just get a hold of them, and off we go. But everything's friendlier with somebody else. Everything's a little less lonely if you've got somebody else on hand. So do find somebody to come alongside you. But self-care, important tool. Maybe going to the gym, exercising, working out, that's really good for you. Endorphins, build up those endorphins, get yourselves feeling better. Usually don't feel like doing it, but I'm going to advocate going to the gym when you're feeling grot, and getting a buzz an hour later when you leave. More next week. Bye.